money on the table. I know that's important because I voted early and there's a money question on the ballot. So if we need money, we need to ensure and have a concerted effort that we make sure that we get our portion of that more than $600 billion with the B. So you had those four. This morning at dark 30, since some of you might not have received this, it's in your green envelope I left for you this morning. Muskogee County, these are all of your low census tracts. Now this is probably something Richard Bishop was appointed by the mayor as the liaison for CCG Complete Count Committee. So Rick Jones and Richard, they might have looked at these tracts, but I want to encourage all council to speak with the planning team about these tracts. Some of them are very low. When you have 11% and 17%, those are usually the communities that need the most resources. So we are really relying on you all to take a look at that. There's one that's a little fancier. I'm an old school social worker, so I want to give it to you the old school way so you can entertain yourself at night in your free time. You also have in that envelope this, and it shows this little, all of that red on that corner. I want you to look at that at night because that's going to match up with that census tract packet. That packet actually shows all of those low performing throughout the state. And I know a lot of you attend the GMA meetings, the Association of County Commissioners, and so when you're at those meetings, you can confer with your friends about what they're doing in their area. I know that your Complete Count Committee was trained March 6, 2019 over at the library, and if you look in your Complete Count Committee guide that I left for you, there's a paper clip there. It shows you Councilwoman Woodson asked me at another meeting, what does that look like for the training? I put the paper clip there so you could get the quick snapshot of what that should look like.
Yeah, I'm scheduled.
Right. So that's what that should look like. And I know that there's a concern that there is no funding for things, but the reason you have members on your Complete Count Committee is because you need to be able to reach out to those members to ask them to do specific things in support. The last sheet you should have is this one. These are some of the ideas of things you can do with your in-house resources or things that you can ask from members of your Complete Count Committee. So the first, and I did speak to Mr. Mike and he said he's working on this, is those public service announcements that you all normally do at Christmas time. We should be doing those for the census. The mayor needs to give the marching orders, and then all of the council members should be doing one specifically for their council district. CCG flyers and posters. I was watching a council meeting and I saw Councilwoman Thomas talk about flyers. That's something you can do internally. They don't have to be Chick-fil-A quality, just getting the message out. I was in 3 buildings last week to include this one, and I didn't see the census message anywhere. So, and they can actually create their own theme per department. And I use the finance department because they're always dealing with numbers. And I said, it's all about the numbers, be counted. And if they post that and their employees see that, then they can help be ambassadors and get the word out. The CCG billboards, I know the Civic Center has a digital billboard. We should be using that. People are coming, I think it's Spring Fling and anything else that's going on there. People are passing, that's high traffic up and down. It's just, the 2020 census is all about money, whatever you want to say. Also, internally, near the elevator, I was on a floor and there is a bulletin board. The census messages can be posted there. So those are things that's not costing money because those are all resources that you already own. The 2020 census mailing message can be inside of the tax bills, the tags, and that's just adding a line. That's not adding more postage or anything like that. And that is happening in the region over the 7 states. They're putting it in utility bills, tax bills. They're not putting it in the court stuff, but they're putting it everywhere that they can put it. And it's just a line. It's not requiring extra paper or anything like that. On your vehicles, your fleets, I did ask the mayor, because I have no shame like that, if we could put it on the bus. My colleague in Orlando, Florida, was able in 2010 to get their folks to shrink wrap every city bus in Orlando. I know we're not rocking like Orlando, but we own the city buses, so we should be able to put something on the city buses using whatever in-house printing resources we have. It doesn't have to be the Bentley of it, but at least we can have something. And all of the other city vehicles, the garbage trucks or anything like that, it doesn't